This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
No threat from their minority of an enemy will make their leaves wither. The AIADMK says they will march right ahead to Madurai.
எந்த மிரட்டல் வந்தாலும் அதை சந்திக்கக்கூடிய அந்த சவால்களை சந்திப்போம் என்று அம்மா அவர்கள் சொல்லியிருக்கிறார்களே.
The opposition also fires yet another salvo at the ruling government's inability of proper health management, but the health minister says it's just an allegation. Tamil Nadu awaits Yediyurappa's olive branch on water sharing. 5 more days to go for the big decision. It may be the grand old IT corridor, but there's only danger waiting to happen with open drains and pits. The IT professionals, the potential victims. 18 crore rupees. It's bigger than the biggest Bollywood dream. That's Rajinikanth, the destined legend for you.
में दाने दाने पर लिखा है खाने वाले खाना.
Good evening, I'm Evelyn Matthew. This is News Tonight on NDTV Hindu. Let's also bring you the national headlines. Police in Bihar arrest 2 Maoists involved in kidnapping policemen. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar appeals for a dialogue. 3 hours of a rally with supporters of Rahul Gandhi cheer the young gun in Bihar. He says the state is moving in reverse gear. The college lecturer in Kerala, whose hand was chopped off by radicals, tells NDTV that the college sacking him was the most painful blow. Pakistani cricketers accused of betting admit to have received money from agent Majid, unaware of any wrongdoing. Well, let's start with some political news. The AIADMK has said today that it was no stranger sending their leader threatening letters, but the DMK. They said that it was Union Minister Arigiri's men who were sending them to cancel the Chief Jayalalitha's plans to Madurai for an agitation soon. However, the AIADMK Rajya Sabha MP Dr. Maitreyan said that the party was not afraid of such a threat and that it will go ahead with the proposed agitation in Madurai soon. Let's remember that it was on Friday that officials of Jaya Television filed an FIR to probe into this second threat letter, warning the channel not to telecast any programs relating to the murder of a DMK leader.
கோவை மற்றும் திருச்சி ஏரியா நடைபெற்ற அனைத்து இந்திய அண்ணா திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்தினுடைய பொதுக்கூட்டங்களுக்கு கூடியுள்ள பிரம்மாண்டமான கூட்டத்தை கண்டு மிரண்டு போயிருக்கக்கூடிய அழகிரி கும்பல் அம்மா அவர்களை அச்சுறுத்தக்கூடிய வகையிலே அம்மா டிவியை தகர்ப்போம், அம்மா அவர்கள் மதுரைக்கு வந்தால் கொலை செய்து விடுவோம், குண்டு வைத்து தகர்ப்போம் என்றெல்லாம் மிரட்டல் கடிதங்கள் அனுப்பி வருகிறார்கள். எந்த மிரட்டல் வந்தாலும் அதை சந்திக்கக்கூடிய அந்த சவால்களை சந்திப்போம் என்று அம்மா அவர்கள் சொல்லியிருக்கிறார்களே. நிச்சயமாக மதுரையிலே திட்டமிட்டபடி அம்மா அவர்கள் தலைமையிலே கண்டன ஆர்ப்பாட்டம் நடைபெற்றே தீரும்.
And our political reporter Shabir Ahmed joined us with how the DMK has been reacting to all these accusations.
So far the DMK has not reacted officially, but off the record, when we are talking to party workers, they brush aside all these allegations. They say that MK Alagiri has nothing to do with this or his party workers, because if Jayalalitha wants to, hold a rally, you can go ahead and have an agitation organized in Madurai district. But definitely they say that it has nothing to do with politics or nothing to do with party, because they are not afraid with the way the huge crowds gather for AIADMK General Secretary Jayalalitha, because DMK feels that Jayalalitha is very desperate and she is now trying to build her party ahead of the 2011 assembly election. So that is something perhaps the DMK is now trying to say. But off the record, many other meetings, local level meetings and other areas, this issue, Amma's proposed rally in Madurai has been on the agenda, and leaders have been discussing about this, and they have also tried to organize a similar rally after Jayalalitha or before Jayalalitha does. So that is something perhaps the DMK wanted to say at this point in time.
Well, the rains are yet to arrive in full throttle in the city, but the principal opposition, the AIADMK, showered criticism over lack of measures to prevent waterborne diseases in the city and in flood-prone areas, specifically in Chennai. But the state government, it seems, has dismissed the charge. Our political reporter Shabir Ahmed caught the cold exchanges.
The AIADMK staged a protest to tell the people that lack of measures by Chennai Corporation allowed waterborne diseases like cholera to spread in parts of North Chennai. Protest leaders said the state-run health facilities are ineffective.
வடசென்னை மாவட்டத்திலே காலரா மற்ற தொற்று நோய்கள் தீவிரமாக பரவி வருவதை கட்டுப்படுத்த தவறிய சென்னை மாநகராட்சியை கண்டித்தும் இந்த சுகாதாரமற்ற சூழ்நிலைக்கும் பாதுகாப்பற்ற குடிநீருக்கும் காரணமாக இருக்கக்கூடிய மைனாரிட்டி திமுக ஆட்சியை கண்டித்தும் மாண்புமிகு அம்மா அவர்களுடைய ஆணைக்கிணங்க வடசென்னை மாவட்ட கழகத்தின் சார்பிலே இன்றைக்கு பிரம்மாண்டமான ஆர்ப்பாட்டம் நடைபெற்றிருக்கிறது.
In an almost immediate reaction, the State Health Minister M.R.K. Paneerselvam rejected the criticism and said the opposition was trying to create panic among the people.
கால்ரா பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் அதிமுக தான் தெரியும், எங்களுக்கு தான் தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது. நாங்கள் துறை இந்த தமிழக அரசும் கலைஞருடைய தலைமையில் இருக்கிற அரசாங்கம் துறை ரீதியாக நடவடிக்கை எடுத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். இது அதிமுக இப்போ ஒருத்தவங்க செய்யணும் பொதுவான மனிதர்கள் சொல்லுவாங்க, பொதுவான இயக்கம் சொல்வது என்றால் அது ஏதாவது எங்காச்சும் ஒரு நேரத்தில் இப்போ சம்பவம் நடந்தால் அதை பெருசுப்படுத்துகிறார்கள்.
The rain season is yet to arrive, which could trigger a disease outbreak, but the opposition protest is expected to force health authorities to ensure that preventive measures are in place. In Chennai with Shabir Ahmed, Jay Santosh for NDTV Hindu.
Well, staying with news from the state, in a quick visit to Kumbakonam, Karnataka's Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa may have come as an early Santa Claus for Tamil Nadu. A consensus on the Kaveri water dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu might be on the cards. B.S. Yediyurappa has come out with a statement that says that he will take a decision on letting water for Tamil Nadu in about 4 to 5 days. This decision comes after both states received heavy monsoon showers recently. The sharing of waters of the river has been a bone of contention over serious conflict between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka.
Very good rains in Karnataka and also in Tamil Nadu. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I spoke to Tamil Nadu Chief Minister also. By the grace of God, within 4 days, everything will be all right, and definitely we are going to do sufficient water to the Tamil Nadu.
Chennai's IT corridor boasts of over 200 software companies with thousands of employees using public buses on this route. Surprisingly though, our reporter Lokpriya discovered that bus stops on this busy stretch don't even have something as basic as a roof over them. Take a look.
Rain or shine, commuters take cover under umbrellas while they wait for a bus along Chennai's IT corridor. Except for 2 bus stops near Tidal Park, others along this 20-kilometer route does not have a roof.
மழையில நனையிறோம், அதுக்கப்புறம் வெயில் டைமில் நிற்க முடியல, அப்புறம் ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷன் உள்ள போய் நின்றுட்டு அங்கேருந்து ஓடி வரதுக்குள்ளே பஸ்ஸு போயிடும், திரும்ப ஒரு அரை ஹவர் நிற்க வேண்டியதாக இருக்கும். பஸ் ஸ்டாண்டு கொஞ்சம் போட்டு கொடுத்தா எங்களுக்கு நல்ல வசதியாக இருக்கும்.
This is supposed to be IT corridor, ஆனால் ஒரு பேசிக் ஷெல்டர் கூட கிடையாது. ஸோ மழை பெஞ்சாலும் இங்கே இப்படியே தான் நிற்கணும், வெயில் அடித்தாலும் இப்படியே தான் நிற்கணும். ரொம்ப uncomfortable-ஆக இருக்குது ஆக்சுவலாக.
The IT corridor from Madhya Kailash to Siriseri has 15 bus stops, and the government operates 400 bus services on the route, including air-conditioned services. Officials with the Tamil Nadu Road Development Corporation, which developed the IT corridor, were not available for comment. Sources in the corporation say the delay in building stormwater drains on the road had disrupted work to construct shelters on the IT corridor. But they say the bus shelters will be built by the end of this year. In Chennai, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's something that we really can't boast about. This is News Tonight. Still ahead, get ready to be frightened out of your wits if Resident Evil comes calling next week. And we tell you why the superstar feels Robo is his lucky charm. Stay tuned.